King and queens, I hope everybody is doing good, doing great, taking care of your health. Stand to yourself. Remember, a slow grind is better than no grind. As y'all can see by the title, by the thumbnail, what we got going on, man. We got Celebrity Junk talking about Britney Renner and Kevin Gates. Man, they been on their bumper, I ain't gonna lie. Kevin Gates been in the media going nuts lately, man. This video says Britney Renner just changed everything for Kevin Gates. Let's see what they talking about, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, by the way.
Now, Kevin Gates recently went to Shannon Sharp and had this to say about Britney.
The situation. I learned everything that I needed to learn, and then that's still my friend. We're still cool.
Yeah, I think I had on the pod. I thought you had.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you something.
What?
I've been probably knowing that person since like 2014, and she always been a friend of me.
Now, throughout this interview, he really didn't say, in my honest opinion, anything negative about her. But he did allude to the fact that they were still friends.
Yeah, he said nothing negative at all.
She came on and then she would say this: "We are not friends. I did not know you in 2014. Selective memory paired with a wide mouth will not be tolerated. Since you're going to speak on me, understand that I now have the floor as well. Tune into my Patreon, Facets of Life with Britney Renner." And then she would release her own version of the story with her new boyfriend, Director X17, on Instagram.
What are you feeling?
Anxious. I think the broader conversation is I don't want anyone else telling my story. That actually sends me into orbit when I think that someone else is speaking for me. And it is also untrue. Because I'm okay with being a part of someone's story, but if we're going to tell the story, then let's tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God, right? I typically don't like to talk about stuff. I think that it's been really challenging growing through different phases so publicly. My energy is sacred. I treat it as such. So I try to protect myself. But it's like, I'm tired of silencing myself. And I find because of how I am too, I'm always wanting to protect people who quite literally would leave me for dead. I saw that he was speaking on our marriage. And he said that we met in 2014, which was untrue, and that we were still friends, like we were still cool. And even though some people might say like, well, he didn't say anything bad about you, but you didn't say the truth about the situation either. We're not friends. So if me and you aren't cool and I go on a platform and I say that we are, trying to be funny. For me, that's what it comes off as. Like you're trying to be funny. I think if you're...
But that's your perspective. That's the way you view it. And why would he go into detail about something that's probably sacred to him that he wants to keep private? Man, that does not make sense. You want to out your own personal business? Well, then you do it. Maybe he was just trying to save whatever stories you guys have behind closed doors from the public. What you're trying to know, what you're trying to do is capitalize off that situation. That's what you're trying to do. You thought he was trying to be funny. No, you felt like that was your segue into stepping into a situation now that you can, platform your own, whatever you got going on now with your new boyfriend. That was what you was trying to do. Let's be clear about it. Stop it. Because you could have easily just seen that, laughed it off and kept going. You didn't even have to say nothing. You didn't have to respond. He said nothing negative. Now, if he would have mentioned your name in a negative light, I get it. Bam, now I'm about to tell my side of the story. Now I'm about to tell my truth because he put out a whole, falsified story about me. He didn't say nothing bad about you. And if y'all not friends, y'all not friends. Maybe in his mind, he think y'all friends.
If you're not going to tell the truth, then just shut up. Be quiet.
Okay.
But then this is the most shocking piece of information.
Hey, and I got to say this. Shout out to her boyfriend for not being a buster and co-signing that. And like saying something, you know how dudes will do, like their girl will be belittling their ex or saying something about somebody they used to date and they be like, oh yeah, that's lame. Oh yeah, that's sucker stuff. Trying to amen what the woman's saying because now that's your woman. Not knowing in a minute, you could be the next story. You could be the next villain in her story after y'all break up.
That was released.
So you don't want to be my friend?
He petty as heck.
So you're not my friend no more, that's what you're saying? But why you don't want to be my friend, bro?
So this is kind of where it gets bad because here she definitely proves that her and Kevin Gates are not on the best terms. But she says this: is your child bride PEGGINU with 9.5 inch blank on yet?
Huh?
I'm your mommy and your daddy. Now be gone. Patreon loading. Now this is interesting. First of all, Brittany Renner is just so thirsty for people to get on her Patreon and listen to her Down Badass podcast. But now she's saying that basically she used to clap his cheeks with a 9.5 inch you know what on.
That's
and
crazy.
Again, you know, this is something that is problematic because, you know, you want to expose the guy for clapping his cheeks.
Who was that?
If that's true, right? And you want to expose him for doing X, Y, and Z, but you were doing it. Like, that wasn't weird to you when you were with him. You had no problem with clapping his cheeks with whatever you had on. At the same time,
That's what women do. When they in a situation, everything is cool. It's all smiles. It's all glamorous. Everything is a go. It's green lit. But once y'all break up, the things that she was okay and comfortable with doing is the things now she's trying to expose you for. Ma'am, you was down there licking the on top of the back of the poopa. And he said he like his backside. Hey, salad toss. Were you doing that as well? He like to get his, he be getting his little salad, but you was doing it, ma'am. I knew it was some, but you was doing it though. Women love to do that, man. That's crazy.
when you were supposed to be a Muslim, when you were partaking in, you know, a new religion, obviously you would have known that clapping his cheeks was against, you know, the law,
crazy.
but you were still doing it. But the question is not really with, you know, Kevin Gates. It's with this new guy. And see, this is what a lot of dudes do, is when you're the current choice, you feel like she's confiding in you. You feel like she's loving you. And this guy, Director X17, I mean, I don't want to hate on the brother, but, you know, he seems like he's a up and coming guy in the industry. He doesn't seem like he has a whole lot of clout. And so for him, this is a come up. Like I said, he has like 17,000 followers and all this. So if you see, this is a new picture of her with, you know, this new guy. And I don't really have his comment right now, but I mean, I saw him in this, you know, photo. He's saying that he loves her. He's going to marry her. Everything is going to be good and all of this. Actually, I found the comment here. Put it on record that I love this woman, educated, motivated, beautiful, a great mom, soon to be a great wife, a real one this time. Well, we already know.
I said this in a video before that I did about Brittany Renner. She's attractive. She's well spoken, you know, very articulate. I don't think she's dumb. I think she's just one of those women that, you know, she was promiscuous with her journey. I think maybe she was just attached to the wrong people. She got some crazy antics. She was on a podcast with Charleston White acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe she just got some things she needed to clean up. But I said this. I said, although men have been with her and she has videos of her, you know, being crazy, even with her baby dad or whatever. I forget his name, the basketball player. But she has these things about her that looks crazy, right? But at the same time, there is still somebody. I said this in the video. There's still going to be some guy that's going to find her attractive or is going to look at her like she is a woman that, you know, is still fit to be in a relationship. And it's just all about that man's mindset, or it's about the maybe inexperienced, you know, relationship life that he has. Maybe he's not, you know, one of those lady men. He didn't grow up having the ladies. He wasn't, you know, he's not aware. He's not up on game. And not to say that he's not aware of Brittany Renner. I'm not going to say that. But I think, you know what? I'm going to say this. Some dudes know how to read women. Some dudes know how to read women behavior. Some dudes can look at a woman and say, you know what? I know where to place you in my life. I know what category I'm going to keep you in. You might just be something I want to crush. This woman right here might be something I want to be with. This woman right here is just good for business. This woman right here is just good for whatever. You know what I mean? Some dudes know how to read that and some dudes don't. Some dudes get a beautiful woman that, you know, can sweet talk them, that know how to butter them up, make them feel a certain way. And then, bam, they automatically think that's the woman that they're supposed to be with. And if You feel like that's who you want to be with, by all means, it's your right. But some dudes know how to see Brittany Renner for, and they keep her at an arm's distance because of what they have seen in the public eye. Now, again, I'm not taking away or discrediting her. I think she's a beautiful woman. Again, I think she's well-spoken. She knows how to speak very, very well. She articulates and expresses herself very well. I've seen podcasts with her. Matter of fact, she did one with Kevin Samuels one time. I think it was Kevin Samuels. She was cooking. She was saying some dope stuff. You know what I mean? But it's like, you say great things. You have great interviews and sit down with people. Or I know it was Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels, and then, your actions will show other. Then you'll get on videos with your baby dad and do wild stuff. You'll get on a podcast with Charleston White and be acting crazy because you was drunk. So it's just like, whatever.
Oh, this is going to end up in a few months. Like, again, this is a dude that she's probably rebounding with. She has this history. He falls in love with her within like 2 weeks. I don't know how he met her, but let's say, for example, they're together now. So if I'm this guy, I would be concerned, like, well, what happens if me and her, don't work out? What is she going to do? And this is something a lot of men don't understand. Like, I've been the dude to go out on a date with a chick. Let's say that, you ask that fundamental question, why are you single? And then she start telling you, oh, because my ex was like this and he was like that. And he hit me. He did all of this. He stole my sandals. So you'll be sitting there literally listening to all that, right? You'll be so mad. I used to be, when I was younger, didn't have no sense. I would literally believe, I'd be ready to damn near fight this dude, because of everything this woman has told me about this man. Like, I would think that she would be so evil, doing this to this particular guy. That's how I used to feel. And I would do that. And then I sat there eventually. And then I figured out, I'm like, wait a minute. All of the stuff she's talking about with him, I'm seeing something that's different. She didn't tell me about her side. And then before it's too late, now I'm the other guy that she's talking about to the new guy.
Exactly.
And at that moment, you think like you're invincible. Because why? You're clapping the cheeks. It's still new. She's singing your praises. Everything is fine.
Yep.
You're still in that.
The love making good. You lost in how good the vagina is. You like, oh my God, it's so wet. That she might get up, make you breakfast, cook. She's doing all these things to hypnotize you to put you in this trance. Now you in this whole little world, this whirlwind of, oh my God, this new girl. Yeah, it's always good in the beginning. It feels great when it's new.
I don't know, honeymoon phase and all of this. And so the last guy gets dragged through the mud. And then by the time you see it, it's too late. I'm gonna tell you exactly why ladies like Brittany Renner, why they don't get high profile men. Number one, if you're a high profile guy, a guy who's high earning, Kevin Gates, I don't think is high earning anymore. I just think he got clout. But let's say, for example, you're a dude, you're a high earning guy. You want to deal with Brittany Renner. You're a high profile guy, somebody has to ask you about Brittany Renner. You, for whatever reason, try to say, hey, listen, didn't work out, but still care about her. Now, because Brittany Renner is, in my honest opinion, not doing very well financially. She hasn't set up her life where she's going to be getting recurring income and like she's in her mid 30s. And it's a good opportunity that Brittany Renner will not be, doing very well in the industry. Okay. So now what happens is, what if she has to throw you out there? This was the problem with Cardi B. When Cardi B started dating, or when she was doing whatever she's doing with Offset, it became almost clear that other guys who could have considered dealing with her was like, nah, because look at how she's going in. Like, she's doing this to this guy, so then she must be doing it to me. All right? Most guys that have money will just bow out. Like, feel good about you. She's also going to talk about you. And then you're going to be the people that her fans say, oh yeah, right now they're saying, oh, you look good together. Everything is great. That's now, until it won't be that way. And ultimately, this is the dichotomy with a lot of good looking women. And a lot of us as men, you like good looking women. They're your type. But I dare you better sit back and ask about what their relationships are and what happened. Because some women will just flat out tell you. So how'd you handle your breakup? Oh, I burned this house down. I flattened his tires. And you sitting like, Oh, damn, for real? Yeah, I did all of that. And your dumb ass is thinking that this is not going to happen to you.
Right.
Okay?
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna end it right here. How about y'all just keep y'all relationship? How about y'all just keep your relationship off the internet? Just keep it private until it hit 1 year mark or until it hit 2 years. Like until you actually know, I feel good about this. Y'all get in a relationship in 2 weeks from y'all saying we together, y'all on the internet with it. And it's making it look crazy and it's making it look like you just jump from person to person to person. Keep your relationship private. Everything don't have to be for the internet. Everybody don't have to know who you dating with, who you sleeping with, where y'all traveling to, where y'all going, what y'all buy each other for. Y'all gotta stop that. Stop it. It's okay to keep things private. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Hello or goodbye. Talk to me. Do not yell at me. We elevating to hit the head. We ain't bleeding yet. Spread love, not hate. I see y'all when I see y'all. Be great. Go on.